This is Petsource, a new, thoughtfully designed pet food manufacturing company with an over 100,000 square foot flagship headquarters in Seward, Nebraska. Our specialty is freeze-drying high-protein ingredients exclusively for the pet food industry. For companies seeking a true partner and complete peace of mind in sourcing raw, clean-label, minimally processed pet food ingredients, we've combined product development, procurement, meat processing, freeze-drying, and packaging all under one roof.
My name is Brent Turner. I'm the Food Safety and Quality Supervisor here at Petsource, as well as the SQF Practitioner. My job is basically to make sure that we're meeting all the regulatory requirements for our product, as well as the customer expectations. So I'm one of the people who's in charge of just the food safety and quality team. So some of the primary things that we do are like measurements for product dimensions or testing of the product to ensure that we're meeting the customer's expectations and ultimately creating a safe product that meets all customer and government regulations. Well, I've overall been working at Petsource since March of last year, so not quite a year and a half yet. Haven't actually been in the food industry too long. My background's more in biochemistry, so specifically kind of on the chemistry side. So I used to work in a lab in Lincoln, and then I ended up basically becoming a manager of a food lab in Omaha, and then just kind of gravitated over to Petsource with some of the previous employees who moved over here as well. It was kind of a very interesting kind of opportunity to kind of work for a startup.
My position at Petsource is the maintenance parts technician, and what that is anytime anybody needs a part or a part looked up, I go ahead and source it out and see who can give that to us for the best price, and then I go ahead and order that, which involves taking the time to get a quote, turn it into the front office and get a PO, purchase order, and then turn around giving it back to the company, and then when it comes in I check it in and locate it on the shelf. I have worked at Petsource since March of this year, and in this industry, this is a new beginning for me. I haven't worked in this industry before. I ended up at Petsource by word of mouth. I have relatives that have worked for the company, and I came in as a senator, and I worked my way up, and I can honestly say I've enjoyed every aspect of learning from the bottom up, and that's what the new company enticed me to come to it, because it was a new company that I could do that.
I'm a college student at UNL. I'm a junior studying animal science, and I am very interested in animal nutrition. So I grew up on a farm, and now I've got a great opportunity here. So I'm an FSQ intern is my role in this organization, and I mainly work with the food safety quality team, and I also do some research and innovation work in the lab. I have worked about 4 months in this company. I'm a summer intern, and I have not actually worked in manufacturing before, but I've just been in college and have a lot of experience in education with animal science and trying out this manufacturing field.
My name is Kaitlyn Wolfe, and I am a junior at Seward High School. I am an HR and safety intern, which basically means that anything that the head people at HR tell me that I need to do, or anything that I can help out with, I do. I have been working here since about January, but I did start as a volunteer in about October.
For this role specifically, yeah, there's trainings that we have to go in that I help set up for orientation that cover food safety and quality training, as well as I've had to take a couple classes as well in order to be the SQF practitioner. You have to take classes like HACCP, you have to be HACCP trained, and there's like implementing SQF code that you have to also take. So just like a couple day courses for each of them that I've had to take throughout the past couple years.
I did not have education for this particular career field. I did receive classes and online training that allowed me to do what I'm doing now.
So my education in this career has been a few years getting my bachelor's degree in animal science. I don't have any experience in manufacturing, but they do a lot of on-the-job training, which is super helpful. And so I didn't have any education in manufacturing processes, but having the education in animal science has been very beneficial.
Attention to detail is very critical because ultimately it's our job to catch mistakes and obviously help ensure that we don't miss anything that could potentially be detrimental to our end customer, or that goes against any of our regulations that we have to follow. It's also really important to have a good conflict management skills with other employees, because a lot of our job is policing activities that maybe aren't going to be acceptable, and so basically working with employees to address deviations or issues and proactively rather than scolding them. So it's really important to have a good relationship with all the departments in order to basically create just a good food safety and quality culture.
Hardworking, like doing a lot of work and putting in a lot of effort, being efficient, always being a very good listener. I've found it's a very good skill to have, because whether it's this job in manufacturing, you really need to be on your feet and make sure that you're listening to the tasks that you have and making sure that you're doing the right thing.
One thing I really like about my job is that every day is always a little bit different, whether that's dealing with issues on the floor, or that's leading customer audits or government audits, or working with the techs over various things. There's quite a bit of variety to each and every day. But generally it involves a couple hours throughout the day of just verifying records. So everything from receiving records, in-process records, shipping records. So again, just making sure that we're doing everything day to day, batch to batch, and creating a nice, consistent, and safe product. A portion of it is sometimes training employees as well. So we're always we're currently expanding our team, so bringing on new team members, so interviewing and training new people. And then a good portion of it is working on projects as well. We're really focused on making improvements here at Petsource. We've implemented so many different continuous improvement projects since we started even less than a year ago, and I think that's one of the things that really helps drive the company above its competitors.
A normal day at Petsource for me is, this particular position is a 7 to 3:30 if you're done with your work, otherwise you stay till you're done. I come in and I begin by answering emails and trying to get any and all emails answered in a timely fashion. Most of them are involving purchase orders or quotes and requests from people on the floor. It goes into helping everybody make their fit happen throughout the day, and then into answering emails at the end of the day.
A day-to-day schedule for me as an intern has mostly been consisting of working in the lab, and I started out by working on the production floor, and I do a lot of what are called hourly checks of making sure that the production floor is following food safety quality standards. And then other times I'm working in the lab on new pilot testing for the new products that they're going to try.
The flexibility in my position it's awesome. I can take my break anytime I want. I can skip my break. I can take a longer break if need to, if I need something else done. I can move 2 breaks into 1 as long as my job is completed. My schedule allows for 2 breaks and a lunch, and I generally, I would say most of the time I get all 3.
Compensation and benefits here are very competitive, no doubt. It has kind of the standard medical, dental, health insurance, things that most employers offer. There is a nice bonus or gain share program as well, where hourly employees can make basically a bonus based off how well or the profits that Scoular and Petsource make. There's also basically, Scoular is a private company, so Scoular is our parent company. They have a profit sharing program as well, where you basically can get a small stake in the company the longer that you work here. So it's kind of almost like an extra kind of retirement plan thing in addition to kind of the bonus program. So it's definitely really nice.
I honestly just like the people. What I enjoy most about it is just everyone is so positive and everyone seems to get along really well.
I've always said the people here. From the minute I got here, I have just loved the people, the environment. Everyone's been super friendly and super nice and super supportive, and making sure that, you know, I feel like I'm a part of the family here, even though I'm just an intern and, you know, have no manufacturing experience, and they still are, you know, always making sure that you feel like, hey, like, we're here for you if you ever need any help.
So what I like most about my job is basically the people and really the feeling that I'm making a difference. So I really love the culture here at Petsource. It's different than any other kind of employment opportunity that I've had in the past. I really feel that the people are very synergistic in how they interact and always willing to really improve things. You know, I've worked in places where, you know, improvement was never really the focus. It was always about how cheaply can we do something. It was always pretty much exclusively about the bottom line, where I feel like here at Petsource they have a better vision overall, where, you know, they'll spend a little bit more money here and now because they know that the opportunity cost makes sense kind of in the long run. And as long as, you know, the numbers make sense and you can justify things, you know, they're willing to do whatever, whether to improve things to make them more efficient, safe. Obviously, that's always our top priority, and really just continue to make those improvements. So,
the least liked part about my job is I can't say I have a least liked part. I enjoy getting up in the morning. I enjoy what I do. I look forward to my job every day, and that's very important at my age.
For career opportunities that this job has given me, I definitely can get now any manufacturing positions because of this little bit of experience here has been super helpful. And I've gotten to work with the research and innovative team here, and that's super helpful, especially, and I want to go into animal nutrition careers, so that's very helpful in the fact that I can have people that I can call for help or for references for if I want to go to graduate school or anything like that. They're very helpful in that matter.
A high school student that wants to get their foot in the door or get noticed by Petsource, I would say that it's a time that it's not only what you know, it's who you know. So it's nice to have a connection with them. It is also, they look at what you do for the community. Are you just going to school? Something that you're involved in. They like to see and hear what else you can do and the willingness to want to change and grow within the company.
Okay. My advice is to people like the younger generation is just don't be afraid to actually go out there and like try to talk to people, get these opportunities. It might seem like difficult or like it might not be in your place to be getting a job like this at such a young age, but it's honestly, it's fun, and it's really good when you actually get to like do it and you can get that experience.
What I would say to people who are kind of interested in maybe working at a company like this is really just explore what positions they have open and apply. We don't require experience for a lot of our entry-level positions, and because we're a rapidly growing company, there's a lot of opportunities to move up within the company. So as long as people come in, you know, they have a great attitude and they have strong work ethic, you know, I feel like anyone can really succeed here.